Warner Brothers had already agreed to invest $50 million in the project, and the main roles were to be played by Al Pacino, Hilary Swank, and Robin Williams. No wonder the studio wasn't thrilled by Nolan's candidacy. The big bosses wanted an experienced big-name director. But Soderbergh stood his ground for Nolan. Even when Nolan said he wouldn't participate, unless Wally Pfister and Dottie Dorn were coming with him. After 3 years in Los Angeles, Chris became the director of a multi-million-dollar studio film production. Before leaving for location in Canada, Nolan rewrote the screenplay, got rid of some grisly scenes, altered the motives behind the characters, and changed the finale. Thanks to Chris's involvement, the story acquired a Hitchcock-like atmosphere and focused on the surreal experiences of the main character. But he still wasn't credited as one of the screenwriters.
Why?
Chris and Al Pacino interviewed dozens of people suffering from insomnia and developed a visual style based on their stories. Another interesting fact is that the main character's last name, Dormer, means to sleep in Spanish and French.
I spent my life doing this. My life.
While the set was being built on the outskirts of Vancouver, Pfister and Nolan spent 2 long days flying over the forests of Alaska, where they filmed the sweeping landscape scenes for the movie. After that, they traveled to British Columbia, which impressed them with its amazing views and wild nature. As they were filming in the forest, there was an avalanche nearby, which made it into the footage of Wally Pfister's assistant.
I want you out of the lake house. It's the raising water levels that'll be a problem.
As for the episode in the fog, that turned out to be an incredible obstacle. There wasn't a single road leading to the location, so the team had to move the equipment on a rented barge.
You'll see we brought barges into this location, created this huge base camp there.
While decorations were delivered in more than 50 runs by helicopter, the chase scenes were set on rocky ground, so they had to build special rails and platforms for the cameras to sit on. Then, of course, there was the fog itself. In order to create it, there were technicians with fog machines walking the shoreline while boats circled nearby with more serious tech. They spent only a week at that location. It was clear that after decades of working with so few resources, this new approach was exhilarating for Nolan.
Because he felt the freedom to be able to go 360 degrees with a camera in the fog, which I think is liberating for everybody.
It took them 2 months to film, and Christopher received invaluable experience from people who are experts in their fields.
I know this isn't easy for you, but I'm trying to get you to understand we're in the same situation here.
Every scene with Pacino and Williams was like an acting lesson. Especially compelling were the phone conversations.
Who am I speaking to?
You get rid of your clock yet? Won't really help. When I first moved up here, I once went 5 nights. Can you believe that?
And the river chase scenes. Filming finished in July of 2001, and then Christopher and Dottie Dorn spent over 6 months editing.
I had to make sure you'd follow through. I know this is hard for you.
Sacrifice my shot. Oh darling, won't you look at me? I can't take this uncertainty, but I'll buckle down before I leave.
The film premiered on the 24th of May, 2002.
I have that voice. Annunciato! Mandalaro galagisto.
And it immediately received hundreds of rave reviews. Even Eric Skjoldbjerg, the director and co-creator of the original Insomnia film, hailed the remake as quality work with talented directing. The next 6 months brought Insomnia commercial success, over $100 million to be exact.
And?
The studio was so inspired by the young director's triumph that to this day, Warner Brothers is behind every film Nolan makes.
Do you like our work? Let us know with your like and comment. Push that subscribe button and share with your friends. If you want to support the project financially, become our sponsor on Patreon or YouTube sponsorship. Thank you.